In this tutorial, we will create a tab view that includes 6 views and a more tab item, as seen here. So the user can navigate to the home screen by clicking on Home, tab item, or the contact screen. Or if they click on the More item, then they will have access to the About view, or the Orders view, or the Profile view. And this is the functionality that we'll be creating for the tab view. To get our tab view working, the first thing we need to do is to create a few views to assign to our tab bar or tab view. The first view we will create is called the contact view. You just create a new SwiftUI file by clicking on the plus sign. Click on Add File. Click on Next. Name the new file Contact View. Click on Create. We can delete our preview. So this will be a very basic view. All we're going to add is a VStack and a navigation bar. For the text, it should be contact view, padding, .frame, max height, infinity. So what that does on lines 15, it sets the frame to the maximum height for the parent view. And then we need to create a custom separator view, and the purpose of that is to style the tab bar or the tab view that includes the tab items. So we call the view separator view. It doesn't exist as yet, but we'll create it afterwards. And then the next thing we need to do is to set the font size of the inner VStack to title 2. And I think I've missed out something. Yeah, there should be another VStack on lines 12, so we should have 2 VStacks. Just reindent. And then On lines 21, we need to set the navigation bar title to contact. Navigation bar title to contact. And the next thing we need to do is to create our separator view. So we need to create another SwiftUI view and call it separator view. Next thing we need to do is to create our rectangle view, and then fill our rectangle with a clear color so that it's transparent, and then set the height of the frame to 10 pixels. And then the next thing we need to do is to set the background color to blue, opacity 0.2. So what that does on line 15, it sets the background color with the blue tint and a 20% opacity. Just compile it. Then the next thing we need to do is to create our profile view. It's similar to, I can't find separator. It's okay now. So we need to create our profile view. The profile view is similar to the contact view. So we need to create a new SwiftUI file. Call it profile view. And we can just copy and paste what we've done within our contact view. Replace everything within profile view. Rename line 11 to profile view. And on line 15, that should be profile view. And line 23, for the navigation bar title, that should be profile view. The next view we need to create is the orders view. As you can see, these are just simple views, just to demonstrate how to use a tabbed view. So I'll create another SwiftUI view. You can do it many ways. Hold down the control key and left click on the mouse button, click on new file. Orders view. Orders view. And on line 14, this will be called Orders View. And for the navigation bar title, we just call it Orders. But if you want to, you can call it Orders View as well. And then the next view we need to create is the About Us view. About Us view. Rename line 10 to About Us view. Line 14 is About Us. And then line 22 is About Us. And then the next view we need to create is the Products view. So it's all similar to what we have done before. Create a new SwiftUI view. Click on Next. Products view. Rename the struct on lines 10 to Products view. Products view, and rename lines 14 to Products view. Also rename lines 22 to Products view. Or Products, it's up to you. The next view we need to create is a Settings view. The Settings view is the view that's near to the, or it is accessible from the More Items view. So when the user clicks on the More Items view, it displays the Settings view. And the Settings view includes other views that the user can navigate from, such as About, Orders, or Profile. So now let's create the Settings view. New file, SwiftUI view. Let's call it Settings view. You can delete lines 12. You need to add a VStack. And the purpose of the VStack is to arrange the views vertically. We need to add a list. And then we'll be adding the labels to the list, which includes navigation links. Navigation link, destination, About Us view. Label, About, system image, info dot circle. So how this works, when the user clicks on About, it will navigate to the About Us view on lines 17 using the destination to go to. So we need to create another navigation link. I'll just copy and paste what we've done previously. And then the destination will be the orders view. The label will be orders. And the system image is bank notes. So when the user clicks on orders, it will navigate to the orders view. And then the next navigation link is profile view. And the label is profile. And the system image is person dot crop dot circle. And then the next thing we need to do on lines or after line 28 is to apply a list style and make it plain. The purpose of making it plain is so that there's no shading in the background of the list or besides the list. At the left, so either like the background or the left and right and top and bottom sides of the list. And we need to create a spacer. The purpose of the spacer is to push the content to the top. Separator view. Dot navigation. Bar title. Settings. Display mode. Dot inline. So on lines 31, we're just setting the navigation bar caption to settings. And the caption will be small. That's why we use inline. There's other properties we can use, such as large and automatic. I'll just compile it. It's compiled. So the next view we need to work on, which is the final view, is the content view. And the content view includes the main functionality of the tab view and the tab items that we need to implement to enable the navigation to work correctly. So I'll just delete the preview. And I will also delete the lines between 12 and 18. The next thing I'll do is to add a tab view. Navigation view. And the next thing we need to do is add a VStack. VStack. And then we need to add some content for the home tab, and that's also in the VStack. Text, content for home tab. Dot padding. Dot frame. Max height. Dot infinity. And the purpose of line 22, it will maximize the frame height to fill the available space. And then we need to add or call our reusable component, which is the separator view. And then we need to set the font style of the VStack to title 2. And then on line 27, we need to add our tag item for tag item 0, which is image, system name, house, text, home. So that's the caption for the tag item within our tab view. And then we need to add an identifier. How we do this is we use the dot tag, and then we assign 0 as the first tag for the tag item. So now I'll just run it. I'll compile it first to see if it's okay, and then I'll run it just to see what it looks like. It's taking a bit of time to be displayed. Oh, yeah, there it is. As you can see, the home tab is there, but we need to create the other tabs. So the next thing we need to do is add the next element, which is contact, and that is tag 3. So we need to add that after line 32, anywhere after line 32, and we need to add it within a navigation view. Contact view. Dot tab item. Image. System name, person, dot crop dot circle. Text contact, and the tag for this will be tag 1, tag 1. I'll just run it again. As you can see, there's 2 tab items now within the tab view. We have the home tab and the contact tab. And the bluey parts area, that's our separator, just to make the tab area a little bit neater or nicer. So the next thing we need to do is add our more tab. So it's similar to what we've done previously. So what I would do, I just copy this little code block here, those lines, copy it, and then paste it, and then on line 45, just rename it to settings, view. For the system name, let's call it ellipsis. And for the text on line 50, we just use more. And the tag will be 2. So because it's an array really, so it starts from 0, so it's 0, 1, and 2, which is 3 elements really. I'll run it again. As you can see, we have our more tab now. And we can navigate to the About Us screen. And seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, that's it. That's how you can create a standard tab view within SwiftUI. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.